Boom. Do a little checky.
Yeah.
Okay. This is crazy.
Yo.
All
Gotta
right.
be working.
Yeah, we're good.
How's it going, everybody?
What up?
Oh, we gotta put the computers more so we're looking at both screens.
I know, right? Here, let me do this. P to G. OP. What up? Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of like mine is like angled. Mine has a weird shape.
There we go. What's going on, everybody?
What up?
As you can see, I have a special guest on.
No. I have a special guest on.
No, I
mean, we talked about this.
I thought we rock, paper, scissors this.
Oh, we should do rock, paper, scissors. What's up, Bacon? Swamp Dog? What's going on?
Welcome to Virginia.
Hell yeah. Which apparently is hotter than Florida, right?
Yeah. Because it was 98 in Florida when we left. And, like, yes, the sun felt hot and shit, but it wasn't, like, really hot.
Yeah.
And then I get here, we get out of the air conditioning box. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on?
It's literally hard to breathe, man. It's because, like, the humidity is, like, 10 times worse in Virginia. It's
then
crazy.
I'm coming into Virginia, there's, like, a sign, radar detectors are illegal. Another sign, planes will be monitoring your speed in every single turnaround. Had 2 cop cars.
Yep.
Like,
yep.
2 facing this way, 2 facing this way, and I'm like, are they under martial law or something? There was more cops on the road, I think, than pedestrians.
That's a normal day.
You'd see a caravan go by with somebody wearing a fucking tack vest.
Ready to get your ass. Peter G, that's your state. What, Virginia?
Good evening.
Why is it showing 0 watching? Probably because I'm being throttled by YouTube. Are you surprised?
It's the man.
It's the man getting me down. Lego man.
But there's more than 0 if there's people commenting. So.
I know, right? We got more than. What's up, Loki? Dirt McGirt.
Some 2 DLD. Cleefus.
Oh, thanks, Cleefus. Appreciate that.
You have to show me how to add what's his nuts as a moderator too.
Which one? Bacon.
Yeah, Bacon.
So here, you got to do it on your phone while streaming is live. So what you do is you click into your live chat, and you literally have to do it on your.
But I watched this on my troll account. Do I have to go to my actual account?
Yeah, you got to use your creator account.
Okay, so, well, when I see him comment, I'll have you help me with it.
We're live. We're live. I gotta hit you back.
Jacking. What?
I'm laughing at that comment.
Oh, that's not cool.
Masses, what up? Glad you 2 got to meet. Hell yeah. It's hard to breathe in Virginia because the governor listed air as an assault weapon and restricted it. Yes. Which Virginia didn't used to be like that, by the way. Virginia was like the number 5 most firearm friendly state in the entire republic. And now we're like number 35. It's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, overnight.
Yeah, Crump was supposed to be on the live too, but
yeah,
he forgot to take what the hell's that stuff called?
Midol.
Yeah, Midol.
Yeah. Yeah, Crump fell ill, unfortunately.
Who's the other guy? That's Dark. He's the guy I always have on. Except he's not actually on his channel this time, streaming halfway across the country because we're here live.
Yeah, dude. I got to give it up to CRS. Like, do you know how many states he had to drive out of his way just to stop in Virginia to see me?
Well, Myrtle Beach was a big seller. Little did I know it turned out to be a shithole. Like,
that's unfortunate. Not all of Myrtle Beach is a shithole.
Well, the first hotel we go to, I'm like, okay, let's go see if they have vacancies. The smell of dope just hits me in the face. Like somebody just ripped a bonger right in front of the entry door. And I'm like, okay, that's not cool, but we can get past that. So I go in there, and there's this like steel entryway with like metal shutters and shit, and a little phone on the wall for help. Dial blah 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 blah. I dial it. I'm like, hey, I'd like to see if you guys have any vacancies. And this person's like, I'll be there in a minute, and hangs up the phone before I can say anything else. So I'm like, okay. They leave me close my heels in that room for like 10 minutes. finally come down, and the person opens the door. I'm like, do you have any vacancies? They're like, no vacancies. He shuts the door. I'm like, couldn't have said that on the phone. So
That's service.
go to the next one. Nobody there. I don't know if they just didn't have anybody on for the night, which I don't know. So then I'm like, okay, I'm not stopping in person anymore. I'm going to call these places. I call a place, and it rings and rings and rings and rings. No answer. Call another place. They're like, yes, we got a vacancy. So I pull them up on Google. I'm looking at their photos, and it's nothing but like pictures of where people punch holes in the wall, doors that are kicked in, dead roaches inside of a light. Like, I'm like, okay, Myrtle Beach clearly was not meant to be.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 strikes, you're out. So we jump back on the interstate and then just hauled ass down to Virginia. We were planning on going to Virginia Beach, but everybody informs me that's a shithole now too. So we have a choice of Ocean City or to just press on.
I'd say not all of Virginia Beach is a shithole. I will say
all the comments were like, dude, don't go there. It's a shithole. When's the last time you were there?
Probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, they were saying within like the past 2 years it just got overrun and
really,
place is just trashy and a complete shithole.
The Florida Panhandle is amazing. Yeah, for sure. All tourist areas are shit. Go in the woods. Yeah, true that. What's up, Faith? Someone said the audio is crazy. What do you mean the audio is going crazy?
Explain.
Yeah, details, please.
Here, let me listen to mine.
It sounded pretty.
Mine's fine.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it sounds totally fine.
Well, that's mine. Check yours.
Mine sounded good too. Let's see.
Fed's in the house.
Fed's in the house.
What?
Yeah.
What? 5x5.
Whatever.
Where does the 5x5 thing come from? Because in my head, I think, like 4x4. Like, that makes more sense to me. It's even numbers. Why do they say 5x5? What does that mean?
Shooting Gallery Northeast. What's crack-a-lackin'? So what's 5x5?
Yeah, where does that come from? What is it? When I hear 5x5, I think of a cardboard pattern.
Yeah, there was. I think that distortion was coming from. For a moment, we were checking our audio, so there was like a phone on with the audio in the background with 2 streaming computers. Because CRS is streaming on his channel with his computer here, and Dark is streaming on his channel with his computer here with a phone on, and yeah, it was crazy.
No sleep till Wisconsin. No, we're either gonna go up higher and hit like Pennsylvania, Idaho, whatever the hell state comes next, and jet into Wisconsin and take a break somewhere like halfway. Or my girl will, like, when she was a kid, she loved the movie Titanic. So we might jockey down low, but the problem is then we're like going diagonal through the mountains, so we're gonna be in mountains forever, which freaks her out. So she really wants to see the Titanic Museum, but she's not where she's debating if the stress of being in mountains for that long is worth the museum or if we should just schedule a trip another time.
Yeah, I haven't been to the Titanic Museum, but that'd be pretty dope. There, of course, there's the Firearms Museum out here in Virginia, which we can talk about that too. The NRA Museum is probably one of the coolest firearm museums. It's small, but man, the type of stuff that you see, like it's crazy. It's nuts. Highly recommend you going.
I get 5x5 is CB lingo, but okay, so what does that mean?
LOUDCLEAR. I was thinking loud and clear. So somebody said 5x5 is loud and clear.
How? Where does this meaning come from?
I always heard Lima Charlie, which is L and C, which is loud and clear. Hold on, real quick shout out. Wendy Gerard is one of our viewers who is in the UK, I think. She's somewhere very, very far away, across the pond. So thank you for tuning in. It's probably like literally 3 o'clock in the morning over there. So thank you.
Try not to hold your hand on there too much because my screen wobbles because it's heavier than the.
My bad. I'm so
I just
used
go
to.
touch, and even then it's like.
Oh yeah, mine's not touchscreen either.
What?
Mine's
You don't
like
have a
fancy.
touch screen?
Yeah.
What kind of Stone Age piece of shit computer is that?
God, I know.
That's a MacBook.
It's expensive ass MacBook Air, not even touchscreen. What the hell?
What core does that have? Like an i7 or something? Or do they even use the
idea.
i system in Mac?
No, I don't think. Whatever this like magnetic one is, it like sticks to it. It's a 1 to 5 scale for audio and pick.
That makes sense.
Makes sense. 2 by 5 would be bad audio, good video, or pick. Okay, that's reasonable.
Thank you. I've been wondering about that for a long time because I've never understood the reference 5 by 5.
Yeah, see, leave it up to Armitage. Armitage knows literally something about everything. I'm late, but I'm here. What's up, Chrome?
What number is first? Is the first one audio and the second one's visual, or is the first one visual and the second one's audio?
First is audio, second is video, or picture, or whatever. It's from the effing Gemini 4 mission, where all data points for radio input. Okay, it's too advanced for me. Toxic Patch Co. What up? He said, "Yo, Dark, who is this new guy? Looks like he needs his own YouTube channel." What up, man? Hey, Toxic Patch Co. I may holler at you because, yeah, we need some patches. It's 4:44 in England. I'm sorry. My apologies.
I told you that 5 minutes ago. The comments go fast. If I'm not looking at my phone directly, I'm probably not reading the comments at that point. Otherwise, I have to go like this to read them off the computer, and then you can't see my head.
Yeah, it's hard. Even with, like, I'm looking at, like, 30 people in here, and it's still, like, boop, boop, boop. His is, like, just, like, blowing up.
Yeah, I got 132 right now. Dude, we should have invited...
ATF has entered the chat.
the
username.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's great. Somebody just made that troll.
We should have invited Red Wings on. But then we couldn't listen to them.
Oh, yeah, we'd have to
Because all
put
his feedback and...
Yeah, we'd have to put a phone literally right there. I heard the kids there, by the way, but I want to see you read it aloud anyways.
Actually, I got this one from the hotel, and I think they charged me $4 for it. Sons of bitches.
Effing, he didn't write that. Censorship is appalling.
Holy shit, you got 122,000 subs now? Wow. Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. That's crazy. What up, Sport Brand? I ingested the pot once, and it ruined my life. Also, dog food tastes like it smells. Delicious. Wow, Sport Brand is on one. So, guys, throw in the comments what would be some good topics you'd like us to cover. We have a really interesting topic to discuss, which is
well, I don't want to talk about that because I'm going to save that video until I get to Wisconsin, so I'm home before people know about it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Because otherwise, I would have made a video about that like days ago. Because that made my butthole pucker a little bit. That was pretty scary.
Yeah, it's. You've had quite the butthole puckering few days.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a drive.
Yeah.
And I don't want anybody that might see me in the future to know about that story and be like, get them, I know the truth. But once I'm home, then we'll talk about it.
Are you lot part of the 12 on the watch list? Probably. If there's a watch list, I'm likely on it. Even if it's just for the type of shit.
You know you're on a watch list.
I am on one watch list, but it's a stupid watch list. Like, it doesn't even like mean anything. It's like I can't get government contracts or something.
Yeah.
Like, well,
because me and someone else ran his background. It's like, denied for government contracts because he's on a watch list.
Yeah. Oh no, the watch list is. It means like. It's a collection of people that are forbidden to win government contracts. So, like, let's say that I was like a government contractor that sold like firearms to the military or something. I couldn't win a bid because I'm on this watch list until I cleared it up or whatever. But why would I ever want to work with the United States government?
Right.
Dark need to step up his game when it comes to viewers watching his stream. Hey, well, why don't you help me? You could share, you could like, you could, cast it onto a TV in your room. You could actually grab every device in your home and line all of them up and then watch on 10, but mute all of them except one. That would be my
Yeah, because those are gonna get a headache.
yeah. But I mean, hey, the little
Well, it's not so much that your viewers aren't watching. I mean, you got how many viewers right now?
30 viewers right now.
How many subs?
1,433. Just look.
So you're not quite at 10%. It's like what, 1%?
Usually I'm
1%?
around, after like 20, 30 minutes, I'm usually floating around like 45, 50 for most of the stream.
So 1%, I mean, I'm getting 1% too, so you're right in there. It's just that you need new viewers.
Yeah.
Because I got 122K and I got 154 viewers. That's like, what, 0.5% or basically the same.
Yeah. See,
yours.
I'm average. I'm average, guys.
Yeah.
I switched to DLD.
No, if I got a poppin' stream, then I can get up to 1,500, but I got to have a topic everyone's interested in. Like when I covered voter fraud, I had like 1,500 viewers the whole time.
Oh my God, really?
Well, because, yeah, my girl's vote still was not counted because there's a thing where you can go to see if your vote was counted. Mine was counted.
Yeah.
Hers was not counted
Ooh,
to this day.
That's crazy. Immersive entertainment. Hell yeah. If I thought they were watching me, oh, hold on, I need to see that.
Oh, they're watching you. They're watching my stream.
Yeah.
There ain't no doubt about it because there was transcripts. We'll talk about that shit later.
Yeah, if they're watching anyone, you better believe they're watching the chat too.
Yeah.
And
Well, that was one of the ways they got Keycard too, because he had commented on one of my chat with a link to his website, and it said Firearms related.
Mm.
And I never even seen that comment, so that's how much they're watching.
like a Tupac hologram, you could stream on 99 devices in a dome.
Bad
I don't think I
AFT.
get it. Bad AFT. All right, heading home to drink. If you want to see what highway hell I'm avoiding, take a look at Google Maps. Please don't give out your location.
Right? Especially if you're drinking.
Yeah. Oh, ATF has entered the chat, has now entered my chat.
Well, I'm getting a bunch of them here. I subscribe to Dark,
Oh, nice. Thanks, guys. I
They're pulling
appreciate
some
that.
subs tonight.
Hell yeah, man. I don't know if you know this, but, me and CRS are like basically best friends. I'd say, maybe even brothers now, right? No, I mean, it was cool as hell. Like, obviously, don't go meeting people on the internet, right? But
Especially from the dark web.
yeah, the dark web.
Especially if you're a 15-year-old girl.
Oh god, yeah. Never meet anyone on the internet. Okay. However, we've been talking for
Some time.
DS88 said, "Did you guys do it yet?" Fair question. No. Not yet. I figured I should at least answer that like rationally.
Right.
Yeah, bromance.
What do you think of the new Ruger LCP Max? I haven't even seen it yet.
Those are pretty dope. The LCP Max and the what's the other one? The 9 LC9 Max are cool because it takes a very micro compact firearm and adds like not a double stack. It's like a stack and a half. So I forgot the capacity, but it's like instead of your 6+1 LCP, it's like 10+1. So you got 11 rounds of 380 and a very, very small gun. Stole my question. Yeah, so I mean, I think it's cool. I mean, if you're trying to go for something that's like micro compact, ultra concealable, where, you got to make sure you're not printing, I think it's a good idea.
See, in Wisconsin, it's always like negative temperatures anyway, so it's not possible to print unless you're literally packing a 12 gauge.
Mm. That's funny too, because if you came out here in the winter, hey, dark and sober. Dang, Melinda. Why don't you come over to my channel, Melinda? Come on, we need to get a little war going on over here.
Right.
I think people are literally. I see my views go down and then your views go up. I think people are literally switching between our channels.
Like there's no way. Let me double check. They're actually streaming on both.
I know, right? Oh, that's too funny. I'm balls deep on that Periwinkle sub 2000, dude. Thank you. I still have not made a decision yet, but I'm either gonna go black sub 2000. I actually found the black sub 2000 with the $100 Midwest Industries red dot mount that you can throw it 180 degrees so you can still fold it and then roll it back over, with a Primary Arms T1 clone for the same price as the stock, like factory stock, the blue, navy blue, whatever, sub 2000. I think I'm a no on the Strybog. I've just seen like too many negative things about the A1, the A1 Gen 2. Like I'm not really feeling it, and I don't need new magazines with no commonality of any other firearm that I have.
Here's an excellent question. CRS had shit. I lost it. Oh, there it is. CRS, have you concerned that your house was burglarized while you were out? Well, I took steps. First thing that we did is we basically cleaned the house out. All of our valuables are somewhere else. Like, the only valuable they could take is like if they literally put our house on our trailer and then just stole the whole fucking house.
Which would be an epic idea.
That would be. I would be like,
I'm impressed.
what? Then we put a whole bunch of cameras in there because I had bought piles of cameras. I just never actually installed them because I'm lazy. So we put those in, and then, of course, we got the neighbor watching the house, and we got an auto feeder for the cat food. The biggest concern is if they'll fill up the 3 cat litter boxes before we get back. That's really the only concern. If you burglarize the house, can you please like scoop the kid box? That would be great.
Yeah. Oh man, I thought about that too, because it's like, how do you balance, telling a story of your road trip and telling everybody that you're going to be out of town, and you know what I mean?
Well, there was no hiding it. Like, I
yeah.
knew that it would get out there that I'm on a road trip, regardless of what I did. Hey, did you throw that other chick's clothes in the dryer?
Ours were already out.
Oh, and she put them in herself? She did kind of seem like an angry Latino. Yeah, like those Latino girls, they're furious. But
I got some spice.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So I'm like, there's just like
My bad.
possibly no way to hide the fact that I'm going to be going. Because either I'm not going to put up YouTube videos for 10 days, which it's obvious.
Yeah.
Ideally, what you would do is you pre-record a bunch and have them automatically release while you're gone.
Yeah.
But I didn't. So there was no hiding it. So I'm like, okay, what do we got to do? I'm like, well, let's pretend somebody is for sure going to break in. What's everything that we don't want stolen? Let's get it the hell out.
The Finscar 17 is.
Yep, the scar was definitely taken out of the house.
Was it one of the first things you grabbed?
It actually was. That's funny.
I would do the same thing.
Like, I literally backed up a straight truck and we practically moved. So,
Yeah.
then cameras, and then I'm like, go to the neighbor. I'm like, hey, if anybody comes here, they are not supposed to be here. We won't be back till this date. So, any traffic at all, automatically call the cops. And I had them hold my mail. That's all I can do. I mean, there's nothing more you can do at that point. Then I put a bunch of obstacles on my porch, so if the feds show up to raid my house while I'm gone, they have to trip over that shit. Then I can record them falling down on camera and put it on YouTube.
Oh, hell yeah, man. I was just putting in chat. Somebody said, actually, shout out to Joe Morris.
Toilet cam.
Toilet
Yeah, you never know. So you gotta put a cam like in the toilet facing at an upward angle with a splash guard on it, just in case like the burglar falls and his face lands in front of it. Then I can get a clear shot.
Like in Home Alone.
Yeah, exactly like in Home Alone.
Or if an ATF agent is like, "You guys got this," I gotta
go pinch one off, dude.
He takes off his M4 and his gear, and
that would be the most epic video to put on YouTube. Guys, it's gonna be a minute.
Blur it out. Okay,
Home Alone in your house.
Home Alone. Oh, micro machines everywhere.
Marbles.
Yeah.
Marble.
Paint
Little
cans.
ball bearings just everywhere.
Oh yeah. So Joe Morris said, friendly neighbors are the best security when on vacation. Me and the next door family would be looking out. Dude, at my neighborhood right now, and I moved, a lot of you guys know I moved almost a year ago now, And my small little quiet neighborhood it appears very quiet, but man, if something were to happen, like it would be like a swarm of angry bees. I had a contractor come do some work in the house, and he brought a helper, and I had 2 people hit me up like, yo, there's 2 cars in front of your house, and there's 2 guys who are standing out there. One is about this tall and he's wearing this. The other one is about this tall and he's wearing this, and I'm watching them right now. And I was like, through a scope? It's like I got one in the chamber. I was joking. I think the neighbor actually was not joking. But yeah, thank God for good neighbors.
Right? They make a world of a difference.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you get a shitty neighbor that's like shooting meth or something like that, like lawnmower just magically disappears, your lawn Roomba's gone.
Right. PCP, that's pre-charged pneumatic. That's the super high velocity air guns, which you can literally, hunt with a 357 size air gun, a 50 cal. I think there was actually we're talking about like a 20 millimeter air gun, which is going like 1,000 feet per second or something like that.
Somebody just asked about renewing your car warranty. Actually, the most recent scam I've been getting is your PayPal account is temporarily restricted or something like this. Click on this link and renew it. Then you look at the link address, and it's like this Chinese address. It's got like, what the hell, calligraphy or something in there. Like,
really?
Yeah, it looks just like the PayPal email too. Like it says PayPal across the top. It's all blue, and it's like, click here to release your PayPal account because it's locked because you're missing information. So then you go up to the address, and it's got like the Chinese calligraphy, and it's bad.
That's crazy, dude. I didn't even know about that shit.
Oh, I get email scams constantly, or they'll even like take advantage of the fact they know I'm on YouTube, and they'll be like, we will pay you $10,000 for a video to advertise our product. Click on this link to check out our product.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm not clicking on that link.
Oh, dude, when I get calls from like the auto warranty stuff, they're like, hey, I'm calling about the warranty on your car. It seems that your extended warranty has expired. And I'll stop them. I'll be like, okay, thank you for the call. If you can guess what kind of vehicle I'm in right now, I will buy your premium package for the longest amount of time. And then they're like, you can tell at first they don't want to do it. They're like, okay, my ego wants me to not guess, but I can't help myself. Every single one of them guesses. But one chick was like, this is not a guessing game. Click. I was like, whoa. Super chat.
Thank you, man. $5 super chat.
Jay Schuler. Together, finally. CRS, you got to teach Dark as much about Star Wars while you're there. Also, are you excited about the Boba Fett show coming out in Christmas?
I still have to catch up on Boba Fett as it is. What I really want is them to finally do Darth Bane and Xana, because that's obviously my daughter's name is Xana.
Bane?
Yeah, because, all right, so in Star Wars, it was like the Jedi, where there was like a whole pile of them.
Mm-hmm.
For the dark side. Let me remove this comment because it's like cluttering half the screen. But the problem was, so you get one strong, dark force wielder, and then the other ones would gain up on him and take him down, and then the next strongest would be there, and then gain up on him and take him down. So the dark side got weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker, and Darth Bane recognized this as a problem, so he got all the dark forces together, or the dark side together, and killed them all. And then at that point, he made the rule of 2. There should only ever be 2, a master and an apprentice. And once the apprentice gets strong enough to kill the master, he becomes the master and takes on an apprentice of himself. So the dark side power just keeps growing. And the only way it could happen is with only 2 of them. Because with Jedi, they're not killing each other, so they can have strong ones in their group and still be strong as a whole. And then he was going on about saying that if there's less people drawing off the dark side, you can draw a bigger amount off the dark side. And that's where Xana comes in, because there was Darth Bane and there was Darth Xana. Xana was his apprentice who eventually killed him and became the master, and then there was a gap in the books, and then all of a sudden you get to Palpatine.
That's way too much for me.
Oh, dude, the Star Wars books, if I stacked them, like, they'd be floor to ceiling in like 3 rows.
I believe it. I never got into it like that. I mean, obviously, when I was a kid, I watched like the old school shit.
$2 super chat, Darth Bane for life.
The Immortal Sith.
Right.
Oh, Jay Schuler, that's his second super chat. He was the one that sent the other one.
Hell yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate the super chats. I really do. And obviously, if you do a super chat, your comment's going to get recognized. I try to catch as many as I can anyway, because now I got that membership where I always get to their comments because I can filter my comments to only show me member comments.
And they got the badges next to their name. And
well, no, I just go into check this out. You got to see this. So,
by the way, real quick, while you pull that up, 28EDU is in chat. He said, "Hey, Dark and CRS in chat. What up? I wish you were here with us."
Word.
Michigan's too.
All right, so if you go to your comments section.
Yep.
Comments. And then you add filters. Members.
Dang.
Channel members, apply. And I've answered them. Oh, no, I didn't answer them. So there's a couple on there. And then you can actually get to their comments.
Nice.
And since they're members, you got to.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. There may be a little something in the works for DLD After Dark. I may have little badges and emojis of blue chem lights and an eagle holding a blue chem light. I don't want to give too much away.
And right now, because I have so few members, I'm able to answer every single one of their comments. There will eventually be a point in time where there'll be so many that I'll have to find another way to filter down to even a smaller comment section. Because I love to answer the comments, but answering a comment in a video is just not possible. How I used to do it is I would see a comment I'd like, I'd pin it to the top, I'd reply to that, and I'd come back in an hour and then see what's up with the comment. Well, now if I pin a comment to the top and reply to that, I come back in an hour and there's an encyclopedia below it.
Yeah. Have you heard of level 5 March? No.
Oh, there was a guy asking about the Shredder project, why I didn't use a 22 or a 220 Swift or a 22-250. He had a bunch of other questions, but I don't want to cover that. Those are bolt action only calibers. Yes,
Yeah.
they do make 22-250 semi-auto, but it only holds 5 rounds. Basically, the taper of those rounds are like an AK taper. So if you put it in an AR-10 magazine, because the mag well is so long and straight, you'll have feeding issues, and then the rounds will just nosedive. So that's why I went with a 243. Now, there is a 22 Cheetah, which is a 308 casing with a 22 projectile on it. That would be ideal, because then you can use all your 5.56 projectiles and be able to bust apart body armor really well as well. But it's still a niche, what would they call it, a wildcat round. So there's no factory barrels or factory reloading dies or factory reloading information. So you'd basically have to have a barrel cut and then just wing it. So I went with the 6mm, which is the 243, which is just barely bigger than a 22 cal. Yes, I don't have the projectile options as a 22 cal would, but a 6mm, I can go up to I think it's 108 grain if I want, which has just a miraculous BC. So I could turn it into a long range rifle if I wanted.
Is that the heaviest you can go? 108?
I think 108 is the heaviest. The lightest is 50 or 45 or something like that.
Dang, that thing is probably zooming.
Yeah, 4,000 feet per second. You're hitting, because about 4,000 feet per second is about the max you're going to get with rifling. Now you can throw on a smooth bore and get a little bit more, but from what I understand, 4,000 is about the limit.
Hell yeah.
$5 super chat.
Jay Schuler. It's been a while since I could donate, so here's one more. What do you guys think about Space Force? Would you join to fight, etc.?
Dude, I don't even fly in airplanes. Why in the hell would I go on a fucking space shuttle? I'm serious.
I think, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think a lot of Space Force is, if I were to guess, and I am guessing, Space Force is a piece of the red herring for them to be able to throw aliens in as a distraction. Because anything like paranormal or aliens is a red herring, is a distraction for the government to be like, look at this over here. And this is the reason why all these terrible things are happening. This is why we need to borrow your freedoms. But hey, that's just my opinion. Don't
$5 super chat.
Do a Bob's Gun Shop Range Day. Oh, do a Bob's Gun Shop Range Day.
What's
LOL.
that?
I don't know. I don't have a blacked out Suburban, I promise. Yeah. You're going to have to tell us a little more about what that may mean.
I think he's just saying like a meet and greet, but at a gun range.
Yeah. There's actually a few people in here talking about that as well. Dark, I recently found a level 4 armor plate that I would actually carry on patrol. Oh, hold on. I just... Oh, Goy actually agrees with me. Thank you. Recently found a level 4 armor plate that I would actually carry on patrol. It's like 5 pounds and called Duridium. Hold on. Now my comments are moving. Called Duridium. Have you heard about it? What's that?
All right, so let's pretend that you said level 4 or level 5?
4.
Oh, because somebody was talking about level 5 in mine. All right, go on and then remind me about level 5 because I want to talk on that for a second.
Yeah, no, I would only, go with. We'll get back to that. But so if it's that very buoyant plate that's like not the ultra high molecular polypropylene or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it's made out of. Well, I guess you said duridium, but it's a very thick, buoyant plate that literally, if you threw it in water, it would float. And actually, if you're wearing a plate carrier, it would likely suspend you in water. You'd be floating. And if you're holding it in your hand, it literally feels like the only thing I could compare it to would be like a paper plate full of scrambled eggs. Like, it's so light. It is stupid light. That may be what you're talking about, but I don't know.
All right, so let's talk about level 5. Let's pretend you get a plate that's level 5. Like, okay, so they add this new testing protocol that level 4s can't pass. Maybe it's AP ammo. And it goes to level 5. The real question is, if you take a hit on something that a level 4 plate couldn't stop, would you survive it anyway, even if your plate did stop it? Because we're talking about like 50 BMG or like slap rounds out of a 308, which you're just not going to get plates that are going to stop that. It's not going to
like a 338 Lapua Magnum or...
Yeah, because that energy doesn't just go away. It still gets absorbed into your body, but it's over a bigger square.
Yeah.
And the idea is the bigger square, you can take that hit and maybe crack a rib or something, but you're not going to die.
Yeah. Yeah, and plus, like, I'm honestly, there's so much attraction with buying shit that is out of NIJ specs. Like, don't buy shit that is outside of NIJ certifications.
That reminds me, I'm working, this would have happened sooner, but obviously demonetization and shit. I'm going to expose the dragon skin because they did this video on future weapons where the test was totally rigged. I've seen it, like, really test, like, actual...
Where they did the grenade and they did
Well, did you notice the calibers they were shooting at it with? And then the other plate they had mounted solid.
Oh, it's a joke.
And I think 9mm was going through it, so what was it, a level 1 plate? Like, come on. Yeah, and they were saying that was the military plate and dragon skin outperforms it. Dude, dragon skin is like a level 3. So I'm going to get some, and we're going to expose the lie about the dragon skin armor. Because everybody's always like, why don't you just get dragon skin armor? It'll stop a grenade and this and that. And I'm like, dude, it's a lie. The whole fucking test was just a giant lie. So I need to get my hands on the armor so I can demonstrate how big of a lie it actually was.
We got in Bacon. Thank you for the super chat. Of course, in 243. I think that's paying homage to your shredder.
Right.
He said, next episode, CRS in space. I figured you said it like that, the way you type. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people talk about like armor stopping grenades. Like, so you realize that grenades are likely RDX, which RDX is at, I don't know, someone fact check me, probably somewhere around 5,800 meters per second. So it's throwing little pieces of metal from a pineapple, a baseball, or a lemon at 5,000 meters per second. Like, it's not like a huge feat to stop shrapnel, right? Like, when you're stopping a 308 round that is like direct energy, like out of a pressurized muzzle, like that's That is a big feat.
I thought it moved slower than that. I thought it was only like, because where does high explosive start and low explosive end?
So like tannerite, for an example, well, not just so ammonium nitrate based explosives. So let's say, and we do, just to throw this out there, since I'm on CRS and DLD, we do talk a lot about explosives on my channel. So if you're curious, come and check that out. And yes, I did a live stream. Actually, because of last week you've had, I'll reserve that. If you're curious about my most recent live streams where I may have done some interesting things, then go ahead and take a watch. So let's say like ANFO, right? ANFO is a popular explosive for demolition. It's ammonium nitrate, typically an oxidizer in a fuel like diesel or something like that.
Accelerant and oxidizer.
Yep. And that's usually around like, I don't know, 4,800 meters per second. So it's fast.
Yeah,
like,
but what does that come down to in feet? What's the conversion?
Meters per second to feet per second? I don't know. We could probably do, like, somebody in chat could probably do it easier than we could. Oops.
Somebody's saying RDX is 27,000 feet per second.
27,000 feet per second?
Yeah, there's no way.
27,000 feet per second. There's no way that, like, 5,800 meters per second converts to 27,000 feet per second. And even so, with that, you're throwing little curly pieces of metal. Now, this is not to, like, bring down, like, how powerful and dangerous grenades are. But I'm saying, like, it's different throwing, 0.2
Explosive.
grain pieces of metal versus 147 grain 308 round. I'm just
Actually,
using
hold up.
rounds, for
Check it
example.
out.
Wow, 27,000 feet per second.
I didn't think it was that quick.
Is that what the conversion is?
Apparently.
That's crazy. So what? Do a search on what's the conversion of 4,800 meters per second to
Well, you'd have to
feet
take
per
it
second.
times what, 3? But still, that doesn't come out.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I would be hesitant to believe that.
But that might also be at the charge. It may not accelerate the pieces of shrapnel to that much. God knows how long it can hold that speed, because the kill range is only like, what, 15 meters?
Yeah. Probably like a 10-meter kill range, but it could be 10 to 15. I don't know exactly.
But yeah, it's like, I think 15 meters is the kill range, and then injury is like 50 meters or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you've ever seen shrapnel after a grenade was discharged, I mean, it's literally like shavings of metal. Again, not to downplay how powerful and destructive. I mean, it is literally called a destructive device. But I don't know. I could be wrong. And if I am wrong, I'm happy to say that I'm wrong.
Yeah, but then the kill range would be farther than 15 meters. Bullet, the kill range is what? A mile?
Yeah, I mean, it could even go beyond that depending on what it is. Times 3, then add 10% to get a ballpark of feet. 15,000 feet per second, says Mini Militia. So, like, if ANFO is at 4,800 meters per second, yeah, I don't know. I'd be curious. But stopping a grenade is, I mean, it depends if we're talking like in Fury, where that guy curls over on a grenade. Like, yeah, that'd be impressive.
Yeah, right?
Stopping shrapnel.
Well, the dragon skin, they just took a non-shrapnel grenade out. What the hell it was called? The baseball.
The baseball, yeah. And they just set it on top of it.
Yeah.
And blew it up in the sky. Which is no resistance.
I know. Anyway, but yeah, I already know what dragon skin can stop, and the whole thing was a giant hoax.
How are you from Quahog?
Hold on.
Oh, yeah. So
$5 super chat.
Fonzie forever. What's up with the Fonzie thing? Bob's is the guy that mentioned the Bob's range thing. Bob's is a range in Norfolk, Virginia. Clark Brothers is in Warrenton. It's nice too if you're northbound. Fonzie, here's what I'll tell you. I have walked past that bear several times. several times, and maybe I've even done like a rawr as I walk by it. So I'm familiar with the
14,000
location.
feet per second is like
Giggity.
2 3/4 of a mile a second.
It's not a real town. Yeah, Quahog is not a real town in Rhode Island. Hand grenades use Comp B. So I was referring to like older, a lot of the older grenades, like in World War II, for example, used RDX. You can still find a lot of the pineapple heads that are pineapple bodies that are stamped RDX on it. They may use Comp B currently. I'm also not sure what primary they're using as well. So I'm not like an explosives like a master or anything like that. Wild Hogs make some of the best sausage. Oh yeah, Swamp Dog has like a so he does meat processing for like deer season and stuff like that. And he came on my live stream, did a show talking about it. A lot of other cool stuff that he's been into as well, and talking about like making some bomb ass sausage. You don't know Newport until you do the ODBC, Ocean Drive Blunt Cruise. Yeah, and Newport is like Newport Beach in that area. Like I had family that literally went all the way out to like Powhite Parkway. If you know about Powhite Parkway, you let me know. Dark and CRS.
AKs for communists.
Yowie. Yowie. Makeout session, please. A makeout session. Yeah. We'll do that on our OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Hey,
right?
he said, hey, Dave, what do you and CRS think about the 7x57 cartridge?
7x57.
The Focus 7x57. Is that like 8mm Mauser or
no
some
idea.
shit? Yeah, I don't know. Or no, that's like 7.9 by something. There's a difference between a quarrying charge versus a cutting charge. Yeah.
Well, yeah, a shape charge is a totally different story. Like,
Yeah.
that's for going through something.
Wrong Newport Dark. The goddamn bacon correct.
It's crazy how a shape charge works. Like, how much more devastation you can get just by putting a cavity in the charge.
Dude, I'll tell you this. If you have like some type of charge and you put water behind it, just literally filling up a gallon-sized bag of Ziploc bag of water and duct tape that over top of a small charge, that literally push, like I'm telling you, like tenfold, it would blow through a wall. It's exactly like a shape charge.
Well, I seen something like that on the Discovery Channel. That's how they would disarm bombs. They'd go in there with a little robot that was filled with water and an explosive behind it. And they'd go to the bomb and just poof! And it was crazy. Rip apart trunks and everything.
Yeah. No, and I have seen some pretty nasty shrapnel, right? I under exaggerated, so I'm sorry if that hurt your feelings.
Well, you're always going to get disagreements no matter what you say.
Yeah. The last Knob Creek. I know it's going to be this October. Actually,
the last Knob Creek, really?
Yeah, the last one. It's like October 8th.
Why are they getting shut down?
I don't know. I guess so. Oh, so 7x57 is 7mm Mauser. It's like the 8mm Mauser, but neck down to 7mm. It was some of the Spanish and Argentine small ring Mausers that were chambered in it. Exactly why I'm going Armitage. Yeah, so I may end up going to, and I'm not sure. I'm either going to go to Knob Creek. My bad, I hit the table again. I'm either going to go to Knob Creek or I'm going to go to IV 88, 88, 88, 88, 88. Shoot.
I wish you would have picked a better name for his channel.
God, man. Like, how many 8s do you need? Dark, were you only on a July 4th freedom shoot? I swear I saw you. Yeah, you saw me. I looked the other way and felt really guilty, but yeah, you saw me. No more Knob Creek bourbon? No, not the bourbon bacon. This is shooting. 7x57 is a cool round, flat shooting and hard hitting for Mausers from back in the day. By the way, Dark, go to Knob Creek. I'll probably go to Knob Creek. Sergio Boner Stabone.
Thank you for the super chat.
Can Dark say Tokarev?
I can.
Tokarev.
Not gonna even try.
7.62 by 25. You talking about Tokarev? What's wrong with the gunshot a few miles away from Knob Creek? Excuse me. His name doesn't have enough eights, in my opinion. Yeah, well, that's why everyone always adds like 10, because it seems so weird to say, like, right now, you're at home, likely by yourself in your parents' basement. I'm just kidding. You're probably at home. Say out loud, Iraq veteran, 8888. And it just seems weird. So,
like something's missing or something shouldn't be there.
Yeah. Like almost like he only needed 188.
Yeah, Iraq veteran 88. That would have been decent.
Unless he was born August 8th of 1988. I could understand that. So someone find Eric's person. Just kidding.
Yeah, somebody dox him for me really quick and let me know what his birthday was.
Brass Tard 762. What's up, brother? I didn't realize that a lot of you guys have channels. Zalpop said, Mike Honcho, talk to me. I want to be on your list.
My list.
Which list? I will be noticeable at no, okay, I'm confused because my chat just got really real, and so I won't repeat that one. Little ears.
That was perfect. So
he did.
2x54R all the way.
Yeah, 7.62 by 54R is a badass round.
I get why we went with 308 and 30-06 because they just go on the same barrel for like ever. Like if you buy a 308 brand new, even if you shoot it all the time, unless you're like putting like 50,000 rounds through it, chances are your grandkids will also shoot through that barrel. But I kind of wish I would have went with something different, like 6mm or 6.5 or something like that, just because the limited amount of powder, that we could just get so much more performance out of a different size projectile.
Gun Building Kid, $5 super chat.
Thank you.
Hey CRS, have you heard of the level 5 martial law lockdown at the end of August? Worldwide rumor. Do you think that would, with 2 O's, happen with 1 P? Sorry, I had to poke fun.
$4.99. Love you, man. Thanks.
Sergio Boners to Bone.
I don't know, because the same people I hear talking about those rumors are also saying that Hillary Clinton's been hung. They're shipping people off to Guantanamo, and all this stuff has happened secretly where the average person doesn't know about it.
Has she really been hung?
I don't know.
Guys, do some
Their
work.
argument would be that all she needs to do is go on the news and say there's a bunch of right-wing conspiracy nut jobs that think I've been hung. It's not true. And I get that. I do. I get that. But I also know there is a group of people that strongly believe I'm an ATF agent, which I know is verifiably incorrect.
Me too.
So is it just something that people want so bad that they're inserting their own evidence because it's exactly what they want to hear? Kind of like I'm an ATF agent. Or is there any factual information behind it? Because they will say this stuff, and then like I'll start questioning sources and things like that, and it gets a little bit weird at that point.
So that's an important topic to bring up. Okay. And you and I had like offline conversation about this, and I think it's important for you guys to have an awareness of too, because a lot of times, like if you're in this place, right, and whether it's like with CRS or with my channel, if you're here, you likely at one point were like, oh my God, the mainstream media is lying to me. So I give up on the mainstream media. I give up on TV. You canceled cable, whatever you did, and you came over to alt media and you started looking for information on alt media. You may even be the kind of person that does like some research and whatnot. But we kind of were in this place where we're having a conversation where we were like, okay, we're joking about all these people, kind of making fun of them in a way, because they're all like, oh my God, like Dark is a CIA, ATF, FBI agent, and, you know, CRS is an ATF agent and all this stuff. And he was like, CRS was like, damn, do you think, because they find all these little bits and pieces of information and they're like, ha, verifiable, accurate information that he is an ATF agent, which of course it's something completely stupid. And
But the rub is, if I didn't know the actual truth, they could actually convince me of this. Like, this is the type of information that gets brought to you when you're red pilled.
Mm-hmm.
So how much of the red pill is actually red pill or paranoia added into looking for a problem, added into people willing to give solutions, added into... And I'm like, dude, how do we even know that this truth that we're discovering is a truth and not just what we want to see so bad that we're providing our own evidence for it?
We're not only connecting the dots, we are making the dots that we're connecting, you know, because we want it so bad to be true, or we just want to look good and be right, which most people have that condition. Anyway.
And then it even got more real with the whole ATF encounter, because they've made dots that just don't exist, and they're connecting them because they want there to be something so bad there, because in their little heads they can't conceive that things went down the way they did. They want this alternate story to happen, that they are literally creating dots and trying to connect them, and the dots don't even exist.
Even the ATF.
What?
Even the ATF. You'll discover controlled opposition before you find truth. I mean, most people don't, honestly. What's up, Jake the Great? Yeah, most people don't.
$5 super chat.
Crypto Pirate 1776. Well, that's very constitutional. No, but Stewart Rhodes is a Fed. LOL.
Who is Stewart Rhodes?
I have no idea. Hopefully it's a viewer of yours.
Yeah,
That'd
right?
be hilarious. Yeah, I mean, we want so badly for the shit to be true. CRS should watch the movie The Domestics. You too, Dark. You mentioned that in our last stream, I think. I'll check that out for sure.
I hope it's good.
I've met the ATF. They're salary seekers. For sure, man. They're not exactly like the highest speed organization, right? And I guarantee out of the 51 people in my chat, there's a few, you know, alphabet soup boys in there too. So
$2.99 super chat.
Sergio Boners to Bone, $2.99. Thank you. Hey Dark, what's the shirt you're wearing? Cheers. I am wearing a shirt that you know, I too was a normie at one point, and I used to be like super into Crowder, and during that time there was a family that experienced a loss during the riots, and even though I've stopped like patronizing Crowder's channel, I wanted to support the family whose father got shot and killed during a riot over a TV. So yeah, so I bought the shirt, and the $30 went to the family. So yeah.
But yeah, like even another perfect example. Now, I'm not saying the Earth is or is not flat, even though it's completely round.
Oh my God.
Look at try to argue with them. Seriously, like jump on a flat Earth channel, bring logic and reason, and try to explain to them, and watch how they just deny it. Or anti-gun people. That's a great example. Like their truth is the skewed version of reality. So when we get quote unquote red pilled, are we really exposing ourselves to the truth? I mean, yes, there's lies. There ain't no doubt about that. There's misinformation. There ain't no doubt about that. But like these individual things that just sound far-fetched, but you're like, well, this guy just brings truth. Like he knows he's got sources. Does he really have a source, or is this a bunch of like circumstantial evidence we're putting together because we want it to be real?
That's true. I'm actually trying.
Donut eating gang. It's flat boats on the horizon.
Dude,
I actually watched this argument, so I get what he's talking about. The Earth is flat, boats on the horizon.
boats on the horizon.
Oh, and oh my God. Because the reason why it happens is, I'm not even going to explain it because it's hard for me to understand, but there is actually a reason why you can see boats on the horizon.
Purple pills.
Or I've seen another test where they took this piece of plywood and they had a thermometer on each side of it, and it read 2 different temperatures, and somehow that was proof that the Earth was flat. And my God, the shit gets thick.
We got some good. The AFT kicked my door once. Did your door kick right back? That's a good way to explain it. Crowder and Tim Pool are great gateway drugs. That's a good way to
Well, that's the whole thing. It's just, I don't care what is or is not real when you get red pilled. The point is it puts your foot in the door that, hey, you need to really question things. You can't just take stuff all at face value. And I believe that's the important message that you don't want to let go. Now, once you've got a firm grasp of that message, also take the red pilled information not at face value. Just because somebody that got you to notice that there's some bullshit going on doesn't mean they're always right. Like, step back. Okay, I'm not taking it at face value. First off, is it relevant to me? If it's not relevant to me, why do I care? Third, what's the point? What's the purpose of it? What does gay frogs have to do with anything? Like, and I know that's a bad example, but you get what I'm saying. Like, who really cares? Like, how does that affect my life? Because otherwise, you're not going to sleep at night. You're going to get headaches. You're going to get migraines. You're going to just see a bunch of sheeple everywhere. It's going to frustrate you. So just take a step back. What will or will not affect me? And if it does affect me, can I or can I not change it? I believe those are the important questions.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of times, like, the same people that hop on, like, alt media to, find the truth, I guess, sadly, I'll say their truth, because so many people look for what they want, right? What they want to find. And they will find it. But they're suffering from the same syndrome when they come onto alt media and then they find someone and they're like, oh my God, like, this guy Dark is great. Oh my God, this guy CRS is great. Steven Crowder, Tim Pool, or like whatever your drug of choice is. And then you immediately take what somebody else says as gospel, take that information and run with it. And you go make decisions, like life decisions based on what a guy on a computer told you, or not saying that you right there, listening, watching, but some people do. So if you are going to like find information like that, like he said, take a step back, look at it, do your own research, find several different sources, and then come to your own conclusion. Because the saddest part right now with what we're dealing with is that people are moving at such a high speed, and I feel like this shit was like engineered, and that's a lot of stuff that we talk about, is that we're moving at such a high speed that we take information and then we just run with it instead of formulating our own opinion on it. We take someone else's opinion and carry it with us, and I probably shouldn't do that. You know what I mean?
I get you.
Yeah.
And I'm wrong a lot. It just happens. Now, I'm not trying to deceive you. It's what I believe to be the truth at the time, or I still may believe it to be the truth, but I'm wrong. It happens. Always do your own research, do your own investigation, come to your own decisions. I'm not a life manager. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. And I would hate to see you base your life on something I was wrong about.
Yeah, that's a good point. Although you technically are a life manager, you have a couple lives to manage.
Well, yeah, but it don't matter if I screw their life up because they're blood.
Yeah, right.
They don't get a choice.
Yeah, they have to forgive you. No, and that's the other thing too. Like a lot of people like say like, "Oh, you were wrong," or "You switched," or "You're a turncoat." It's also okay to like change your mind if you've gotten new information that's brought you to a different conclusion. That's my opinion on that. Because I am wrong all the time. Apparently, too, about grenade shrapnel.
It happens.
Yeah, right.
You have to be careful going how far down the rabbit hole. Yeah, and see, I lucked out, and I actually jumped down the rabbit hole before internet was really a thing. I mean, you could go on there, and if you were really patient, you could find naked pictures of Britney Spears fakes, but you had to be really patient because they took forever to load.
Oh, my God.
So I didn't have the option you guys had now where you could like type something in, boom, there's all this information.
Yeah.
You can just click through it really fast and jump from page to page to page. So I was able to go down the rabbit hole and then finally be like, whoa, let's put the brakes on for a second. Will this affect me? If it does affect me, can I change it? And so that helped a lot. And then like the internet came in and that. But I'm watching like people, not you guys particularly, but there is a person that comes into the shop, and I have a family member that just recently jumped down it, and they're going so far off into the weeds and latching on to every conspiracy theory. Now, I know I shouldn't say conspiracy theory because it might be correct and it's only a theory if it's incorrect. But the point is they're latching on to these far out ones, and they're trying to like school the general public on like Hillary Clinton was hung last week. Did you not know that? Well, that's because you're being lied to by the normal media. It's like, well, how do we know? Did we see a dead body? Was there a DNA test done? How was her identity confirmed? Was there a wake? Was there a funeral? Like, massive pieces of information are missing that would prove what you're trying to say, but you're preaching it like the Lord himself came down from the heavens, touched you on the shoulder, gave you a message, proved himself real, handed you a brand new Bible, and went back up to heaven, and you're trying to force this Bible onto people. Like, the massive information that would prove, now I'm not saying she is or is not dead, because I don't jump down the rabbit hole anymore, to a point. The point is, like, the proof you would need for this just isn't there. Like, how can you preach this and yell at people for not listening to it when, listening to what? Okay, she's dead. Now what? Like, where's your evidence? What? Prove it.
Yeah, it's also like, I hear a lot of people, and by the way, VA for 2A said, let them know if you're coming by the NRA Museum in Fairfax, because he said he can provide accommodations. Which, just to throw this out there, I live probably like an hour past the Fairfax Museum. So I've come out there before. I brought my family out there, my daughter, my wife. So yeah, let me know. I'd love to come out there and see you, VA42A. But what I was going to say is, you know, a lot of people, sorry, let me remove this here.
Would you believe dial-up is free now?
Dial-up is free? You know what I miss? I miss that. Oh, man.
And then
Yeah.
lost the host.
Oh, man. Or the worst, like you finally get in like a really good conversation with your friends and shit, and you know you're on AIM. For those of you, I'm probably a lot of y'all don't even remember, but you're on AIM and you're instant messaging, and your phone rings, and you're like, no, because it boots you off the internet. Good God.
Oh, the internet was too slow for conversation and shit like that. It was strictly porn back then. That was the only thing I was willing to waste that much time on.
Really?
Yeah. I was just looking for fake pictures of Britney Spears. That's all I did. Like, period.
Yeah. Were you that into her?
No, it was too slow to do anything else.
Yeah.
Eventually it got faster, and then I would download music, but...
Damn, Sergio Boners to Bone.
Thanks, man.
100% dark. Find your friends, but be cognizant of Fed honeypot infiltration. Well, honestly, be careful with that, man, because, like, I mean,
Me and him just had a conversation about somebody we think might be a Fed, and
yeah,
you can't live under that kind of paranoia.
There's so many people that, like, you just have to be very aware of yourself and how you can very easily trick yourself into believing your own lies and thoughts.
Just a rule of thumb, don't say anything you won't want to say in public. Like that's the easiest way to do it when you're talking to people on the internet. Pretend everything you're gonna say is gonna be up on a billboard somewhere.
And don't ever make explosives on a live stream.
Yeah, definitely not.
It was a firecracker. But what was I gonna say? It was about so there are people that say my channel's a fed honeypot. And there are people that say CRS's channel's a fed honeypot. Like Lego Man got raided, it was CRS. Like, dude.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna be interviewing a person. It's coming up very soon here. But the short of the story is the prosecutor requested to the judge to not allow him to bring up the fact that he caught a firearms charge in a Second Amendment sanctuary county. So be aware of that. It doesn't matter if you're in a Second Amendment sanctuary or not. All the laws still apply to you, and the prosecutor will literally request the judge you're not allowed to talk about that in court.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right?
Plasma Man.
$5 super chat.
If you want a metal sign made for your channel or for your shop, you can stop by my shop. I'll make you one. 45 minutes from 95 in Fredericksburg, VA. It's like an hour and a half away from where we're at right now.
Oh, badass. No, what I do want, not a metal sign. I want one of those old fluorescent signs you would see like outside of strip clubs with a girl shaking her butt side to side and say "Pimp Hands." No, I'm serious. And say "Pimp Hands Strong" across the bottom. I want that in the back of my video, so it's like ding, 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 ding.
You really want that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the fluorescent one. You know what I'm talking about?
You would pay money to have that made?
Yeah. I shit you not.
I believe it. I mean, Pimp Hands Strong. Mine would probably just say DLD or After Dark. That'd be a dope one because After Dark, the DLD is just
a beer sign where they got the fluorescent tube and then they'll say like Budweiser. Well, I want it of a girl and I want it so it blinks and it looks like she's shaking her butt or something.
That's a good one.
Matt's a pimp.
CRS's agents are comically bad. After Dark. You mean like the agents that are pursuing him, or like this could mean so much. Oh, what's up, Jeff Manley? That's so crazy when I look at people that I know from my chat and your chat. There's so much like cross. That's why I really wish Crump, if you're out there, Crump, I really wish we could have all gotten together because we literally have so much like cross viewership between us.
Right.
Like that. Yeah, that would have been so dope. But it's all good. I know you felt ill and
forgot to take your Midol.
Yeah. Cinemax After Dark. That was great. With a cocktail glass. Yes. I'd love to be a spy. Scored high enough on the ASVAB to do it. I don't know if the ASVAB has spy categories. I mean, there may be some things that the spies on everything. The people. If I'll tell you this, if you're in your home right now and if you can say "Okay Google" or Alexa and make a request, you have a spy in your home right now. If you can make a phone call, you have a spy in your home right now.
Turn to the wrong channel on your TV and see an overhead view of yourself.
Yeah, right. And you just can't find exactly where it is. And when you walk closer, you hear it. Like all the feedback. Oh, man. That's like the nightmare of my dreams right there. Well,
that's why we wouldn't take the Fed hotel either. They're like, we got a hotel room for you. We're like, nope. Yeah. You can just reimburse us for the money you spent us on that. We're getting our own place.
You know what? I would have told them, yeah, go ahead and book it. Give me the room number. And then just not ever go there. Or send a lookalike.
Well, they sent us that they had this reservation over a week ago. Like, come on. A week, you got time to bug the whole entire room, maybe put some chloroform out there in the pillowcases and
plant guns and drugs all over the place.
Yeah, I'm like, we'll be getting our own hotel room. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Dude, that's crazy, man.
Then they wanted a receipt of it. That was another reason why we bailed right away. So we had to give them a receipt to get reimbursed.
Really?
Yeah, and Sugar Tits was like, hey, they know where we're at right now. started to sweat. I'm like, all right, it's time to go.
Pat, 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 pat.
After that cop following me for like half the way to the hotel room, that made me paranoid as shit as it was.
Dirt McGirt said, yeah, they planted that. Let me go back through. Bob, John Rice. By the way, John Rice, I did receive your communications. My apologies, I didn't get back to you, but yeah, I'm all good with that.
To help her learn how to talk better in quotations.
Edge of the South, what's up? Chuck Norris Gun Club, what's cracking? I didn't even get to say hi to Alex Besoso and Masses. I apologize. Let's see. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. You know I love y'all. Honestly, that's why I do this, man. I do it for the community. I do it for the people. You guys are awesome, and I could never, ever just like I could never ask for a better community. You guys are fucking great.
Hi, Dark and Matt.
Hi.
I feel like an idiot though, if that cop was following me from a coincidence, because I'm like, all right, I'll merge over a lane, and by coincidence, he also merged over. I'm like, oh my god, he is following me, so I fucking jumped over 2 lanes and took an exit.
Whoa. 357 SIG is my favorite pistol caliber.
That's a bold statement.
Very bold. I have a guy on my chat right now whose favorite.
Likely wake up the next day missing a kidney.
Yeah, right. In
a
bathtub of ice. I have a guy in my chat whose favorite pistol caliber. Well, likely whose favorite pistol caliber is 357 SIG. He built a sick Glock in 357 SIG as well. 32 ACP gang.
Can anybody actually confirm?
Yep.
Has somebody woke up in a bathtub full of ice missing a kidney? Like, is that just an urban legend, or is that like legit truth? Like, that's happened?
It had to have happened at some point, even if like.
It sounds devious enough and simple enough to.
No.
Hot chick takes you out drinking. You know, all of a sudden you're getting naughty at the bar, and then you wake up in a bathtub full of ice missing a kidney.
Yeah, and you see a couple guys running away in suits. Like, what?
Blood all over it, jumping them in.
Why am I so sore?
But why would they even stitch you up? Because once you die not having your kidney?
No, you have 2 kidneys.
So what? Why would they only cut you open and take one?
Why
not get your heart while they're at it?
So if they don't want to kill you, then they only take 1 kidney, and then you can live off of having only 1 kidney. They could sell that kidney, and this happens in places like Mexico.
Confirmed, or this is what you've heard?
Oh no, like 100% confirmed. They go out and like hit kids with an ambulance, take the kid, take their organs, and peace out and sell them on the black market.
Like all their organs?
Sometimes, if they're, yeah, it's, and I don't know if you got like, I'm not joking. Like this is trafficking of human organs is actually a really serious thing that's going on. And I had no idea until I watched the movie. I forgot what the movie was. And then I was like, there's no way that's real. So I started looking into it, doing some research, and I'm like, oh my God, like there's like a literal black market, because what they do is they take a kidney, they may be able to sell that kidney for, you know, whatever, thousands of dollars. But where the money is the guy, the rich dude sitting in a hospital bed that is about to die if he does not get that kidney. So to move him up on a list, you know, it's just a whole bunch of craziness.
Okay, so dude comes to me and he's like, hey, I got this kidney you need, right? I'd be like, so you stole the kidney and you want me to let you knock me out and then cut me open? How do I know you're not going to steal my liver?
What they do is there's corrupt people that manage the organs, the list, in the medical community. So basically they charge the dude or extort him to pay more to live to get the kidney. They move him up on the list if it's a match, and then they, you know, do the operation. Like this is like real life shit.
I couldn't trust somebody to do that unless I had like 5 trusted friends in the room holding everybody at gunpoint.
I've woken up in a bathtub before. No ice. Missing organs though. It's absolutely a real thing, but it's a reference to Charlie the Unicorn. I don't know what Charlie the Unicorn is. Uppers, I imagine. Look up Charlie the Unicorn. Okay, I'll look that up. Execution vans in China. Yeah. Unicorn. Nobody wants my organs. Yeah, you don't want mine. You're gonna Like somebody could be living off of one kidney. You could install. You could put both of mine in someone, and they'd be like, "Oh, I have back pain. What's going on?" That's from decades of abuse, my friend. In India, people volunteer for it. They buy it for $3,000, and then they resell for around 20,000 or 30,000. Dang. Ask CRS why Mr. Crumb was at Chuck E. Cheese. That wasn't Chuck E. Cheese. That was actually, don't say the name of the company. It was a similar place, but it was different. But
well, the HF wanted us to meet up this way we could plan our next raid, and
yeah,
it had to be a low key place.
That's why we're here.
You can't just meet in a hotel room or anything. You know.
How else would 3 broke YouTubers meet up other than being funded by the ATF?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like, duh, there's your evidence.
Yeah. Line your dots. Or dot your lines, or
cross your T's.
Dot your I's. Except they never pay them in India. That's funny and likely true. My organs are full of cigarettes and Guinness. Yeah, I believe that sport brand.
Right, it's 1 o'clock. We should probably wrap it up in like 5 minutes anyway.
Dang, it's already 1. All right, get your last little jokes and or comments or questions in. And in the next 60 seconds, I'm going to pick one person in my chat to name the stream.
Read your comments. What's up, babe? She don't want to talk. Apparently there was a comment in here I need to read. And I got a CZP07 tactical the other day.
Penis. Somebody just said penis. Sorry.
I had experience with them. I was playing around with one. I don't like the idea of the sealed up slide because of the silencer. You're going to get blowback. And like Glocks and SIGs, they always have big gaps in the slide for that blowback to exit. The P07, that shit's coming back in your face. You're going to feel like a teenage girl that got hit with a yogurt grenade.
What investigations were you a part of at 16?
Oh, they're asking me? Oh, they can just CCAT me.
CCAT?
It's Wisconsin Circuit Court.
Oh, I don't know if they were asking me or you, because I've actually mentioned something before.
Yeah, I think we've all gone through investigations since like 16.
16 is just that age, you know?
It is, because you're too stupid to get away with anything, but yeah, you're getting ballsy enough to try shit.
Yeah. What's up, babe? Perfect name. Oh, that could be the name of the stream. Yeah. Suck each other's for views. Yeah,
that's not happening.
That's kind. That's rule number 1. Be kind. At 16, I was defending myself from being busted for pot. Well, let's just say you and I weren't too far off by time and situations. Rice, Jesus. Oh, what did I miss? Here's your stream name. CRS plus DLD. Virginia is for lovers. True that. Did CRS stay at a Holiday Inn Express? No, this is a Omni. Sorry. It's an Omni in Long Island, Virginia. Oh!
You can't keep your mouth shut, can you?
I can't. I just
keep
have to speak the truth.
Strong. Have a good night.
Keep that. Don't say you're broke. I haven't worked in 3 months and never made more than $32K a year. I'm fucking broke. Dude, I feel for you, brother. I'm trying to help. These nuts. Hey, I'm trying to, let y'all bring something to the chat, and all you guys are saying like dick and penis and vagina.
Yeah, right. Let's not overdo that.
2 feds and a fickle. 2 feds in a blanket. Oh, pigs in a blanket. That'd be a good one. Okay, so I will pick
Darkness. Holiday Inn Express.
Darkness.
Too many.
But you
Why do you meet CRS? You get investigated now.
AFT undercover. Oh, here's what I'll say. I didn't actually give. There's a lot of people out there that likely don't know who I am. Oh, what's up, Cobain Dorito? What's up, brother? So for any of you guys here that don't know me, I go by Dark. I'm part of a channel. It's called DLD After Dark. If you like anything around self-sustainability, and also mostly just talking shit, gun shit, and cool shit, and energetics, and damn, we talk about everything from growing shit to farming bees to building ponds. We've literally discussed everything on the channel. If you like stuff, come to my channel, DLD After Dark.
If you don't know who I am, I'm CRS. If you'd like to find my channel, just Google 2 girls in a cup. You will
yeah, you'll see both of our smiling faces.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Weren't there more iterations of that video after that?
I have no idea.
I would sure love to find
Finally
out.
answered my question, Dark. Thank you.
What?
Hope CRS gets over this legal issue. Yeah, I'll be fine. The good part is I got truth on my side, so that's a first, but it's definitely a convenient thing.
They glow. That's great. You know what? That'll be the name of the stream. They glow.
Should be named
Because
this video 2 girls in a cup. Yeah, name your video that, because I'm sure you still get a lot of search results for that.
Probably 2 feds, 1 bed. It's actually not a bed.
2 feds, 1 bed.
It may look like a bed.
Whoa, hey, what the hell is up with all the goddamn Waffle Houses in the South? Like, every town had, like, 1 Waffle House in it. I've never seen a Waffle House before, and now they're, like, in every single town.
Oh, they're all over. And it literally is just called Waffle House.
Like, south of Illinois, just Waffle Houses. Like, Waffle Houses.
We actually are glowing right now because the lampshade fell off of this light in front of me. It's actually hard to look, and I kind of feel like out of place because I see a little, like, bright like sun right in the middle of my screen from looking up at that light bulb every time.
Well, you can. You gotta look down. That's usually why in my house I wear a hat like this, but then I put shadows over your eyes and it looks like you just got off of a bender or something.
Oh yeah. Hey guys. Yes, Long Island, Virginia. It's a beautiful place, Fonzie. Feds love Waffle Houses. Also, anti-feds. Good intel. Google Waffle Stomp. Hey, for all my people in here that are part of the Discord, which is literally the hole that was dug below the outhouse. Discord is the shithole of the internet, but I love it and I love you guys. Blue Spark After Dark. Waffle Stomp. You know what? I may name this stream Waffle Stomp.
The Waffle Stomp.
Just because of you guys. If you don't know what a waffle stomp is,
don't Google it.
Yeah, don't Google that. Definitely don't Google blue waffle.
Yeah, somebody's saying in my chat too. Google blue waffle.
yeah, don't do that. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Whatever happened to like back in the day, like, you know, where I grew up, like if you accuse somebody of being a fed, like you either got the piss beat out of you, you got shot in the face. But on the internet, anybody can say that shit.
$5 super chat.
RTK 615 sucks. I missed you in Nashville. If you want to learn how to smoke food, how do you fit it in the pipe? I'm just kidding. Hit me up. Waffle House is the shiz, bro.
Yeah, I actually seen your comment too while I was still in Nashville, and I thought about reaching on to you, but like we were like ready to go, and I'm like, fuck, I can't. I just don't have the time. Sorry about it. Because we had to be in Florida at a certain date. Everything was planned out strategically on the way down. Now, coming on the way back, I have a little bit more flexibility, but I'm still on a pretty tight schedule. Sorry about that, man.
I'm just so glad that we were actually able to meet each other in person. Like, this is our first time. Well, actually, this is our second time being, like, in person together. But that was cool, man, because you guys know CRS has helped a lot with the channel. Huge friend of the channel. Seriously, like, all jokes aside, very grateful for everything that you've done. Thank you.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, man. And he's also just a cool-ass dude. So if you don't know him, subscribe to CRS Firearms. And if you, for the 54 people in my chat, okay.
Hey, that's pretty high, isn't it? Or no, you usually carry like 64 on a good chat, right?
It ranges. I've had over 100 in chat before, which for a channel of like 1,400 is pretty high. But we got some dope guests coming up too, guys. I know we've had a little bit of a lag where after Hank Strange came on, we've had a little bit of a lag without guests for a few streams, but we got. I mean, well, hey, I got a dope ass guest right now, right?
Right. What's up, dude?
Yeah. Hey, so
All right,
tell me about your. I'm just kidding.
So on the way back, we're either going to cut the corner of Pennsylvania. Now, Maryland is a problem. I
Yeah.
do not want to go through Maryland, so we may.
You can't bring that thing right there.
Well, that's what makes me nervous. Like,
yeah. You can
God.
actually, but you have to do it a special way.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to. So, and then Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, and then up. Or we're going to go to the Titanic Museum, but then we got to go kitty corner like across the mountains. So we'll be in them for a long time, and sugar tits just can't handle that. So we may. It's still an option though. I got to figure out how to do this without touching Maryland. Because dude, that's like right in the way.
Yeah, I will be having James Reeves back on. We talked about doing something in July or August. I just, haven't gotten a confirmation back from him. This is a good chat right here.
Oh, shit. Yeah, super chat.
CRS ruined the channel. He's the reason you monetized and started taking super chats after you repeatedly said you would never monetize. Let me say this. CRS isn't the reason that I monetized the channel. I made the decision to monetize the channel. So
I never heard you once say you weren't going to monetize.
Yeah, just
I'm pretty
speaking the
sure
truth.
that was another person.
What I said was, I am not doing this to make money. Still, right now, I am not doing this to make money. So I don't know why it's always got to be about that shit.
I don't know either. I haven't quite figured it out. Like, even before I had a YouTube channel, I never really
It's the
cared.
holier than thou shit. That's what it is. It's holier than thou. It's
$4.99 super chat.
Feds are wussies. Couldn't handle a 10mm pistol. Very true. They also couldn't handle a Ruger AC 5.56 in Miami. And I'm sorry, that's not funny. People die.
Take 95. You're right through Maryland. Yeah, Maryland's a problem. I gotta give some thought, 'cause I really don't want to go through Maryland, but it's gonna add some on my trip not to.
No, I said he's not going to come on the channel. Like that's I have no problem with him at all. We've even talked not too long ago. It's not even about that. But I have no control over another man. So, if you want to see his stuff, then find his stuff, but he hasn't been active recently. Well, good then. Good then. I appreciate your engagement.
What's up?
It's just people talking shit.
Oh yeah, you'll get that. Where's your mods at?
I mean, they can talk as much shit as they want. I'm not gonna.
Oh, I thought it was bad stuff.
No.
But anyway, I don't know if you want to keep going on yours, but I gotta log off mine. It's getting late. But you guys have a good night. I appreciate you coming in and joining the chat. Same over there. Are you ending yours too?
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and cut mine. Thank you guys for all the love, and I appreciate all the shit posting comments of people that have made zero contribution to the community. But I also really truly appreciate the real community members that are around and care.
Well, they make it worth all the
contribute
shit posts.
as well.
Like,
Yeah.
seriously, they do. Like, I'll get some super positive comment. I'm like, okay, all those shit ones I just read, that was so worth it.
Just some shekels to piss off no one. Ha ha ha. GD Bacon with the 223 coming in hot. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
But you guys have a good night.
You too. CRS and DLD in person. Thank you.
Right?
Peace. Oh, and to the rest of you guys, fuck off. But I love the rest.